thoughts on just Azriel signing, youngest signing to a pro contract in club history?
Well, I mean, it goes to show, that our philosophy, our developmental philosophy in the club is at work. I think, Azriel is a very talented player. It's the third academy player we've signed this year alone. Just, it's not just halfway through the season. He's the youngest. He's a very talented player, and we're just happy to be able to, keep him within the organization and continue to develop him. He's grown a lot. He's come into some games with S2 and played very well, getting an assist and stuff like that. And so this is a process that we hope to continue within the club, getting the kids into the academy and developing them through the academy, through S2 up to the first team. It'd be great when eventually, all of our players from S2, or the majority, let's say 80–90%, have come from the academy and then now getting the final touches for the first team. So that one day we just keep retooling players from through the academy, through the entire system up to the first team, so that the first team becomes, mainly a home-based team. It's never going to be 100% because you always have to, find pieces from other places. But we all look forward to the day when, the majority of the players in the first team on S2 are from, homegrown through the academy system.
For people who haven't seen him play, how would you describe his skill set? Is he a facilitator? Is he more of a pure goal scorer? How would you describe him?
Well, he's a very good finisher. He's a good combination of both. He's very good 1v1 defending. He's got some pace, but his finishing is very excellent. We haven't had a chance to put him as a 9 because he's still, he's just 16 years old. So he's been playing on the wing for us, but he's come in and he's had an assist for us in games. And when you're playing against, 30-year-old men, it's not easy, So we don't want to, rush him too much. So we're giving him spot minutes here and there. He should be starting soon here with the team because he's that talented. But he's got a good combination of skill sets as an attacker. There are some tactical things that, we have to continue to teach him as far as, team defense and stuff like that. But, for what we see him doing for the team and bringing to the team, it's a very good combination of a lot of attacking qualities.
What do you hope to see from him for the rest of this first pro season for him? How do you want him to develop in that time?
Well, like I said, we have to be cautious, because we've seen recently of some, 15-year-old guys who are tutored to be like the next Landon Donovan or whatever it may be, that didn't pan out. Sometimes maybe it's a little too much pressure placed on that player, because you have to remember they're still 15, 16 years old. So we got to be careful with him, but we don't want to hold him back too much. If we're going to test him, keep putting him in games, and if he seems like he can handle the workload, then we keep him on the pitch. But at the same time, he's coming off a extensive academy season, having gone far into the playoffs, so we have to be careful from the physical standpoint that because being 15, 16, the workload in a S2 match it's very hard. Sometimes you're playing against men. So we have to be careful with that, but we don't want to hold him back. If he seems to be able to handle the workload, we'll keep him on the pitch.
I know he's not under contract right now, but how happy does it make you to see Oalex out here moving around and going through his rehab on his feet?
Yeah, well, that's excellent. Oalex, part of me wanting him back ASAP, but I know there's a process there. He has to go through his rehab, and we have to make sure that knee is proper. But we definitely, would like to, see Oalex back in the fold. We think he's a very good young talent. Unfortunate with the injuries that he went through last year, but we saw moments of brilliance, and that's why we bring young kids like that into the organization, because we see that talent. So it's nice to see him, 3-4 months ahead of schedule, running around and getting a little comfortable on that knee again, and that's promising for us. All right, that's very promising for us. So hopefully he heals up well, and again, there's no rush there. We want to make sure that thing is healed properly and he's fully recovered and fully rehabbed before we move forward on that. But it's good to see, because he's a player that I take personal pride in having in the organization, and I know that he'll be good for this organization once he's back.
Huge pool to pick from now. Big games coming up Thursday, and then down at Sacramento. You got ideas for everything? What do you expect from coming from Swope Park on Thursday?
Well, they're a very good team. I think they're, even though they're in third place, they're probably arguably probably the best team in our conference. They're on I think 8-game losing streak, 6-game winning streak, 4-game streak where they haven't given up a goal. They haven't got scored on in 4 straight games. So they're a formidable opponent. But we're at home. We feel that when we're at home, we should take the game to teams, no matter who it is, what position they are on the table. So we're very confident. It's going to be the first time that we're going to have a full complement of players, with academy season being fully over now. So Rogers and Hopiao and those guys will be back, and we have a full complement of players now. Open Cup is finished, so we're getting some of those guys back from the first team. So we are going to put out a strong team also, but we know that they're a very good team, and we're preparing well for them. It's just 2 days out now from the last game, 2 days before that game. So we're careful not to do too much in training, but we want to make sure that we're very prepared when they come into town on Thursday, because, like I said, they're a very, very good team, and some can argue that probably the best in the conference. So it's going to be a very good game, but it's nice to play those games, so you see where you match up with teams like that.
Anybody particular, real quick, on Swope Park side? Anybody particular in mind that you
Oh, well,
concerned about?
Oliveira is a very good player. He's come off injury and played well. Carlton Belmar, who was at Portland last year, he's played well. He actually came in and scored the winner against his old team, Portland, a couple of days ago. Moloto in the middle of the park is very good. They have a very good complement. Selmo on the wing, a young, quick, fast guy. So it's a very good complete team. Gonzalez gives them some scoring touch up front. So, we have our work cut out for us, but we're very confident that we could match up to the test.